Spacey, sticky, super cush. It just fits different. Experience a new high. Ultra, stay out there.
Megan Hicks of I Run Far. I'm with Germain Grangier. It's a couple days before the 2025 UTMB. Here we find ourselves together again, Germain.
Yeah, again, now in France. Yeah. Cool.
So we spent time with you in Silverton at the Hardrock 100 earlier this year, and we missed you so much that we had to come find you in France.
I knew that it always happened, so I'm glad you came.
The last time we saw you was at the finish line of Hardrock, where you took third place. You podiumed at Hardrock. I remember us talking to you before the race, and it was a bit of a question mark in that you'd struggled last year with races longer than 12 or 14 hours. So Hardrock seemed to go okay, all things considered.
Yeah, exactly. I think you summed up pretty well the 2024 year. So yeah, I had a lot of uncertainty, and I think when I hit the Telluride station and I saw that I could run the kind of runnable 3K leaving the aid station, it felt like a relief, because I was something like 14 hours in the race and my legs were just able to move and I could jog, which the thing that I was not able to do the last year. I don't know why, but so yeah, it felt like a big relief. So yeah, I'm happy my body is still agree with that.
It's only a month and a half since Hardrock that we're here now at the starting line of UTMB. It must have been an okay recovery, an okay transition time for us to find ourselves here.
Yeah, I feel like the first 2 weeks were a bit hard, because obviously we need to recover to travel back to France, and we have a bit of construction going on at home, so figuring out all those things. And I took the time to, every time I would do a longer day, to really ask myself if I was recovered enough to keep going. And sometimes I would take a extra easy day and not, like I would say, trap myself into like a specific frame or scheme of training to go towards UTMB. Yeah.
It's an interesting transition though. They're 200 milers, but they're very different. Like Hardrock 100 is so high. I don't know how you describe it. It has very similar vertical change, but it's such a slower race.
Yeah, exactly. I think I did a back-to-back in 2023. Like I trained for UTMB and then I did Diagonal des Fous, which is, I think, easier to switch from like a faster race to a slower race.
Slower one,
and this time it's the reverse process. So yeah, I think it's interesting. It's also brings me a lot of curiosity. So that's why I'm trying this like back-to-back. I knew we worked in 2023, so I'm pretty confident it can work. But yeah, as you said, Hardrock is much slower. It's more like a big hike.
A big hike.
And here it's still a big hike in the end, but the first stretch to Courmayeur is a lot more running. Yeah.
We have discovered that odd years are pretty good for you here at UTMB, so maybe you had to be here. 2023 you were on the podium. I think 2019 you were 5th place. 2021 you also had a top 10 or maybe top 12 type place. It's an odd year, so what are we expecting?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I didn't realize that, so that brings me a lot of confidence, I would say, and everything is going to be great.
I mean, it seems like either we have very hot weather at UTMB or we have bad weather, and I think you've seen both here in your time. What are we thinking about this weekend's weather forecast, and in particular, how that's going to affect you out there?
I think I'm fine with anything, but for now it looks pretty unstable. But yeah, it looks a little bit rainy, but can be also super heavy and wet if we have those like low clouds, you know. So yeah, I think it's gonna be a mix of everything, and definitely a lot of adaptation during the race, which is also good for the race itself, and yeah, how the race will evolve with people trying to adapt to the weather
Yeah.
and the pace and whatever. Yeah.
UTMB is a race of like high highs and low lows, right? They seem to be, I don't know, amplified by the weather, the course, the competition, the pressure. What are some of the things, like when you look at all the times that you've been here in the past, where you're like, yes, like that was a high, I want to figure out how to replicate that, and like, oh, that was something I really don't want to repeat?
Yeah, I feel like tried to do that last year to kind of mimic 2023. Obviously, I broke my ribs end of June, so I think the preparation was, I tried to do like a lot closer to the race, so it was different. But yeah, I think it's tough for me. I think I work better with the mood that I have pre-race, and every year is different. Like you grow up, you're getting older, and then you're finding new like motivation. And yeah, I tried this year to not be. I used to be very organized, like more super organized. But when you're super organized, you're predictable.
Yeah.
And then when you're predictable, it's your weakness. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna step back with that and be more creative, get back to my roots, and be more like on the fly, I would say.
It's really interesting to hear you say, like, because it's not the first time I've heard somebody say, like, oh, I had a really good race, so I just wanted to replicate the whole thing. Like, you know, take the piece of paper and do it again.
Yeah.
But really, it's like there's so many factors that maybe things are irreplicable.
Yeah, I think I agree with that. And it's, yeah, as I said, you show up in those big events, you take different ways and different paths towards the events, and the mood is not the same. So I think it's, I mean, I don't know, but how I consider the thing is I would better be adapting to my mood and what ways I took towards the race, and then kind of built my strategy around that, instead of wanting to exactly duplicate whatever I hate, whatever I drank. Well, not on the track.
Yeah.
And that's why we love this sport,
Yeah.
because there's a lot of uncertainties, and yeah, I think it's at least it's my way to approach it. Yeah.
Last question for you. This is now currently arguably the biggest race in trail running in terms of the amount of commerciality, the number of fans who are here, the number of journalists, the number of fast runners. There's just a lot concentrated in one place. You're French. You have been here. You've seen this race evolve, you know, pre-COVID, post-COVID.
Yeah.
You've seen a lot.
Yeah.
Like, what's a good way to like summarize what UTMB is exactly at this moment in trail running?
Yeah, that's true. I think my first race was OCC 10 years ago.
Yeah.
With, you know, the plastic,
I love that.
the plastic bottles in the front, you know, like the big ones.
The hard-sided
Yeah, the
ones.
hard one. Yeah. You had like the ribs totally destroyed after.
Yep.
So yeah, that was that time. And yeah, I think there is both way to see UTMB. It helped the sport so much to grow, to structure not only their partnership and their business, but also like all the people around. For us as runner, it's also, for me, I would say, yeah, it allowed me to be professional, because I kind of look at what they were doing, how I can like get sponsor and get like partnerships and whatever. They brought a lot of structures. And yeah, now I think it's evolving a lot, and I'm less and less tuned into like the pre-week event,
Yeah.
I would say.
You try to tune out, maybe.
Yeah, it's a little bit, it's a lot. And yeah, I think now also we have to work together, like with the organization, as the runners are part of the show now. So we need to find like some way to work better together for like registration and things before the race. But believe now with like a special runner committee that they built up, that we're gonna find something more, I would say,
Balance.
balance. Yeah.
Sustainable for the
Yeah.
runners.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's my sum up. I would say.
That's great. Well, best of luck to you on
Yeah.
your loop around Mont Blanc this weekend, and enjoy the soft flask rather than the hard-sided
Yeah.
bottles.
That's true. Thank you. Yeah.